Hello, welcome to Snooker Pro Tips. I've been receiving a few messages now from Joey Consti. This is your clip, Joe. I hope this will solve your problems regarding where your feet are positioned. Now, what you are doing, and a lot of people are doing now, because they're getting so much information so fast, is they're trying to run before they can walk. And also what they're also doing is looking a little bit too deep in what they're getting too technical instead of keeping it nice and simple. So your case is foot on the line with your standing leg, and then where your other foot's going, and your knee and your hips and all this business. And so what I'm going to try and do now is just clear it up best I can. You can probably just see the line on the floor there. It's not absolutely dead straight because it's the belt off my trousers. I haven't got a piece of ribbon or anything around, so I've used the belt off my trousers, so there's the line. Now, the first thing you've got to make sure, Joe, is that if you're right-handed, your right foot now is going to go on this line. Now, it doesn't matter if it's straight on the line, it doesn't matter if you turn it in on the line, it doesn't matter if you turn it out on the line, as long as the heel of your foot, or like the ball of your foot, there is on that line. So if your foot now is on this line, this leg now is going to come to somewhere around about this area. Now, because you're going to put a bend in your knee, that now is going to take your hips just slightly out the way. So at the moment they're absolutely bang straight on, but as soon as now I put this bend in this knee, this part of me hip now just has to come round slightly. My weight's still going forwards, but my hips are just slightly pointing off straight. So I'm not actually that square on as such. Now, the reason this is needed is because if we have them straight, this part of your hip here gets in the way of the cue. So now as you bend the knee, this part of your hip goes out the way, so you're actually just going just slightly that way. Only so slightly, but your weight is still going forwards. Now, what you have said is that when you plant this foot in, that you actually feel like you're going to one side. Now, the problem you're going to have there is with your knee. Now, the important thing is that your knee does point forward, because that's what's taking your weight forward. If it is, it suddenly comes this way, now you're tempted to sort of go in. So that's why your shoulder's sort of going that way. And if it is, which is the common fault, as people have the knee there, as you can see now, I'm going away. So I'm actually falling over. So the important thing there is that the knee is actually going forwards. So your body weight is actually just slightly leaning forwards, not falling over, but slightly leaning forwards. So now everything is going in a forward motion. As you can see now, my foot hasn't come off the line, and when I play, I don't have it straight. It's a bit uncomfortable on my knee. So what I do is I've got my foot there, and then that foot there is just going slightly across the line there, and you can see now I'm nice and balanced. And this basically is, Joe, the stance itself. Now, when I've said to you in the clips before, actually, what we should be seeing like is, this is the part you don't see. So the table is actually here, and there's the straight line going on, and this is the part underneath which you can't see. So you'll have to try and imagine that the table's here right in front of you, but you can actually see through it. Now, when I've said to you before in messages, bend from your middle, this is your middle, here, right the way across you, and that's where you bend from. So you bend from the middle of your body, and that's where you bend from. Now, also, what I'm sort of hazarding a guess at is that you're either standing too close or too far away, and I'm hazarding a guess that you're standing too close. Now, if you're standing too close, if we use my belt again here, and we'll say this is where your feet should be, so there's the line coming through, and this is where your feet should be. If it is now you're standing too close, the problem you're going to have now is that you're going to have to come back. So you're actually falling backwards. So if it is you're too close to the table, which I'm asking to guess that you are, then what you need to do is just take a few steps back so as you get yourself nicely in position, so as your body can come forwards. And that basically, Joe, is your feet. Very important. And likewise, if you're too far away, obviously now you're going to fall too far that way, so you just have a little shuffle a bit closer. And that basically is your feet. Your feet are very important when you're lining up with the shot. So just to go a quick recap of it all, there's the line of the shot. So here's the table in front of us, and this is the part you can't see. So your foot now goes on the line. This one now is going to come slightly in front. bending this one, but making sure that your knee is pointing forwards, not to the side, because you'll end up leaning slightly that way. And it's also, you can probably get away with it in there, but then your body weight is going the wrong way. You can see there. So knee going forwards, so now your chest is actually facing this way right there, so now you're going slightly forwards. So then once you line it all up, your hips taking this little bit out the way, so now this allows the cue to go through there. And remember, this is the middle of your body, and that's where you bend from, there. And if it is you're too close, what you will find is, all of a sudden, if I come a bit closer, is that you're hunched up and then you'll start falling backwards. I hope this clip's helping you out, Joe. I hope it answers all your questions. Please get back in touch with me. This clip's for everybody, by the way. It's not just for Joe, but this is what Joe asked for. I'm sure there are other people out there who are suffering from the same thing. And I hope this helps out and clears it all up, and you start enjoying your game and getting a little bit of pleasure out of it. So, thank you very much for listening. Thank you for watching. It's been Snooker Pro Tips. Thank you.